Welcome to Lost Creatures Codex channel. Here are basic infos about several interesting extinct creatures. Procoptodon was a giant short-faced kangaroo that lived in Australia during the Ice Age. It's the largest kangaroo that ever lived, as tall as 2 to 3 meters when standing upright. Unlike modern kangaroos, Procoptodon had a shorter, flatter face and forward-facing eyes, giving it good depth perception. It had long, powerful limbs and just one big toe on each foot, adapted for walking more than hopping. It lived in open woodlands and arid scrublands and mostly fed on tough, dry plants. Procoptodon went extinct about 40,000 years ago, possibly due to climate change or human hunting. Elasmotherum was a giant prehistoric rhinoceros that lived during the Ice Age, around 2.6 million to 29,000 years ago. It's sometimes called the Siberian unicorn because it likely had a massive single horn on its forehead, possibly up to 2 meters long. This powerful herbivore could grow up to 5 meters long and weigh over 4 tons. It had long legs compared to modern rhinos, and may have been able to gallop at high speeds across the grassy plains of Eurasia. Its horn may have been used for defense, digging through snow to find food, or even for attracting mates. Elasmotherum went extinct before humans wrote history, but fossil evidence helps bring this Ice Age giant back to life in our imagination. Yes, Helicoprion was a real prehistoric animal. It lived around 290 to 250 million years ago during the late Carboniferous to early Triassic periods. Helicoprion was a shark-like fish, part of an extinct group called Eugeniodonts, relatives of modern sharks and ratfish. What made it famous and strange was its tooth whorl, a spiral of teeth that looked like a buzzsaw. For a long time, scientists weren't sure where that spiral fit on its body. Early reconstructions wrongly placed it on the snout or back, but now, with better fossils and CT scans, we know the whorl was in the lower jaw, like a circular saw inside the mouth used to slice up soft prey like squid. So yes, Helicoprion was real, weird, and definitely one of the most bizarre fish to ever swim the oceans. Mesopythecus was a small monkey that lived about 7 million years ago. It was about the size of a modern macaque, with a long tail that helped it balance as it moved through trees and on the ground. Mesopythecus had strong limbs for climbing and a face that looked a bit like today's monkeys. It likely lived in woodlands and forests, eating fruits, leaves, and maybe some insects. Its name means middle monkey, and scientists think it may have been an early relative of some modern Old World monkeys like langurs and macaques. Pulmanosscorpius was a giant prehistoric scorpion that lived around 345 million years ago during the Carboniferous period. It's one of the largest known scorpions ever discovered, growing up to about 70 centimeters or over 2 feet long. Unlike modern scorpions, it lived in swampy forests and probably hunted insects and small vertebrates. Its name means lung scorpion, referring to its presumed method of breathing using book lungs, like today's scorpions. Sarasucus was a giant prehistoric crocodile cousin that lived about 112 million years ago during the early Cretaceous period. It lived in what is now Africa and could grow up to 11 to 12 meters long, longer than a bus. Its massive jaw was filled with over 100 conical teeth, and it had a long, broad snout with a strange bony bump at the tip called a bulla, which might have helped with sound or smell. Sarasucus lived in rivers and hunted fish, but it was likely strong enough to attack dinosaurs that came too close to the water. Unlike modern crocodiles, it kept growing its whole life. Its name means flesh crocodile, and it truly lived up to that name. Subscribe for more content like this. See ya!